in the Big East.
Funny that you say over the last decade plus, Akron's been in the conference for all of 2 years in there. Chandler takes a rip. It deflects for a corner kick. Oh, no. Out of the near side corner. Into the air. It's bobbled, chipped into the air, and cleared out for another corner. But uncertain hands from Mansky.
That bobble almost cost him. Here's another look. Maybe Laura had an opportunity.
Here's Holmes. He curls one in over the top of Testori. It goes skittering past Tamirius for Kieran Chandler here. He re-enters with a service. Testori heads one wide. He went slicing in and got a step on Jennings.
And 17, Chandler, close to his 5th assist of the year. Good ball. Testori has a knack for twisting his body like a...
For the quick restart, Vieira. He had one of the 5 goals against UConn in these matchups a year ago. This one's chipped and headed high. Good look toward goal. It was Mitchell Baker on the receiving end.
35th all-time meeting between UConn and Georgetown men's soccer. Georgetown leads the series 16 wins, 14 losses, 4 ties.
He's there, and he surveys. Tamirius to Conway. He rips. Beautiful save. Sprawling from Mansky. He robs Eli Conway and keeps this one scoreless.
That was world-class save.
Oh, and Horn streaking down the middle. Instead, this one worked out to the flank for Vieira. Amel from behind. This is Van Horn. He shoots and scores. Rips one into the lower corner past Max Kirkfleet, and Georgetown gets one in the 22nd minute.
4th goal of the year for Matthew Van Horn from the North Pole. Got it between the poles. He had a great game-winning goal at Creighton in the season opener, and that one was late.
Chandler gets to this one. He drives one to the back post, headed away from Conway. Hani trickles one to Holmes.
Nice deke.
Squares one over the top of Testori. Chandler drives one, parried high. Another beautiful save by Mansky.
Second goal-saving stop by Mansky, and Chandler. A nice low trajectory. I think it would have snuck under the bar. Let's see on a second look. Probably would.
This is Zengay. Not much of an approach as he dials one into the box. It's headed long by Testori.
Saw that quite a bit.
Vieira weaving his way to the middle with Van Horn to his right. It's Vieira who drives one and rings the bar.
But first loss of the year.
Softly fed into the mix. Playing a 1-2 game. Now it's out to Buck, who steps on it. That shot is ripped and it is saved.
Might have been wide if we get a second look at it, but Kirkfleet did not have the luxury of looking over his shoulder first.
Snuck out over the near touchline. Here's Kirkfleet. He right to Vieira. From 18 out, that shot never closed.
Tilting the field to the right.
With 9 minutes remaining, fed into the middle. A drive misses high off the foot of Zengay.
Upset with himself and unorthodox sub patterns, going with more regulars here.
Beautiful takeaway by Chandler, and that ball, Testori. Final seconds tick down, a 1-0 lead for the number 19 team in the country. It's Georgetown on top of...
Corner assist by Vieira and Zengay. Vieira hit the post when it could have gone to 2-0. Great couple saves by Mansky in the...
Excitement and getting fans engaged. You'd love it if you're UConn, just to get something on the board. Here's a rocket that rings the crossbar, and Kirkfleet pounces on top of it.
Pure luck for UConn to not be staring at a 2-0 deficit.
The Hoyas hit some hardware again.
Here's another look at it. How much looper arc on that one? A complete.
It's Matthias Rumley who's in there for Georgetown. Doesn't get a whole lot of run, but he starts the second half. Ball into the box, a header. Hani's on the back post. Serviced in by Lejar, back to him. Ayub goes to his right, works past Rumley, feeds one in the middle, bangs it off of Van Horn, make that Lampman and a Yukon corner.
Yukon out with a. Look at the stats for corner kicks now. 4-2 advantage for Yukon.
Here it comes, direct to goal, and a big-time collision. Laura was on the bottom of Mansky, and Mansky is worse for the wear. Well, a 1-0 victory for the Hokies. Here's a drive and a save by Kirkfleet. Van Horn creating something out of relatively little space.
Opening moments of the second half, he let one fly that becomes fortunate, hit the frame. That one had plenty of pace.
Patience, poise, Zenge. Van Horn in the area. This is Van Horn. They haven't ripped one yet, and they rip it high. Lataif, the junior from South Lake, Texas, as they were operating inside of a phone booth, finally got one off. Zenge. This is Van Horn. Centers, nobody there. Kirkfleet chipped in the direction of goal off a deflection. This is Hani. This is Conway who bicycles one into space. Tamirius swings it out to Lejar. Hani bombs one. Didn't get around on it.
Had to take it hastily and left it wide right.
Wasn't the best setup by Lejar. A little bit of a imperfect chip. You know what? I'll take that back.
Yeah, it was an okay pass.
Yeah.
Opening minutes of the second half. What a crushing shot.
The wall goes up to get it. That one sizzles the crossbar. But it is since the 22nd minute with Matthew Van Horn's 4th of the year. Here's Testori. He looked ready to rip from 25. Instead, a centering ball. Hani crashes. It's
2-0 and then tried to hang on by their fingertips for 2-1 wins. Certainly the Fairfield game where they had to settle for this.
Here it is from Amel. Punched out. Mansky, nicely done, and now Beth got on the pass to Baker, but it winds up with him anyway. This is Vieira chipping back to his right, feeds into the box. A
wasted opportunity there for Georgetown, however.
This is Vieira. Not quite what he wanted to. 14 Elite Eights on the men's side. 36 total NCAA tournament appearances. A soft volley plucked by Kirkfleet as the urgency ramps up with 8 minutes to go.
Mentioned that Coach Weiss has led Georgetown to 11 past 13.
Here's Pickering. Taken away beautifully by Jennings. Off the noggin. Here's Testori. He turns and fires wayward. Into the box, an opportunity, knocked home, but offside. So bullet dodged momentarily by Yukon.
Heck of a run that led to goal waved off. Like they are sliding into home and ended up in the back of the net, but Yukon defenders got their arms right away. Back to it.
They keep it as a no goal.
Heartbeat continues. Brian Weiss right near the near linesman. As you see.
Oh. Hani. Georgetown comes away with the win. We've got a new leader atop the East Division, the Georgetown Hoyas.